I own all of the Insta360 Go cameras. Got the Go 1, the Go 2 and the Go 3. And in this video I'm going to talk about how Insta360 has made small changes to each version, and it's gone from really a concept in the first generation to a really useful camera in the final generation. I'm going to actually get rid of one of these cameras, and at the end of the video I'm going to tell you which camera I'm going to be selling off. So this is the Go 1, and I've got the Go 1 in a silicone sort of cover. This really does feel a bit like a bit of a classic, this one at the moment. So down here we've got a lightning port, and the original Go did come with sort of a bracket or a thing to protect this lightning port. You could have got it in a USB-C version, I think, but because I've got the silicone on, this part protects that port down there. The Go is really small. This is the smallest version of the Go. You can see here is the Go, and it's approximately the same size as my thumb. We've got a microphone here on the back. This is magnetic, and here you've got a charging point. When it goes into the case, you put it in the right way and it links up with the charging point and it charges and transfers data. And here we have a very small button for starting and stopping the recording. You might be able to see here I've got a tiny bit of damage on the lens because I did drop it, and you will drop these cameras, but you cannot replace anything on this camera or this version of the camera. So if you drop it and scratch it, that's that. To get the footage off the Insta360 Go, you need to plug it into a smartphone or a mobile device, and you need to load the app. This doesn't have any wireless capabilities. You have to plug it into the phone. And in many respects, I think this is quite good. You get a much faster data transfer rate plugging it into the phone, but I suspect most people would rather wireless. The Go 2 was drastically different because it worked via a wireless connection to the mobile phone, and you could also use the charging case as a remote control, and you could also film in the charging case. And to help film in the charging case, you've got a tripod socket down the bottom. You've got these little tripod mounts here, so you can stand this up and use the case as a tripod. Pressing this button here connects the remote to the Insta360 Go 2. And you can do your settings via the remote, and then you can start recording. We've got this lens guard which can be taken off, and you can even get some ND filters as well. So if you scratch your lens, you can just replace it quite easily on the Go 2. Charging is USB-C, and charging on the Go 1 was USB micro. The other benefit is the Go 2 has a much longer recording time. The Go 1 only records for about a minute, but I think the Go 2 can record for about 7 or 15 minutes. I'm not sure which it is. And now this is the Go 3. Now the Go 3, I have another silicone that I put on, but I'm going to take this off just to make it a bit easier to talk about its features. So the Go 3 has a built-in screen, which I think is invaluable, and I'll talk about why later. And you can flip that up. It's USB-C charging. It has a magnetic mount here, which is really useful. And you can take your Go out of this action pod. Again, the back is magnetic. You can take this lens guard off if it gets scratched or you want to use ND filters. And we've got a few more microphones as well. We have a microphone on the top. we have a microphone on the front, and we have a microphone on the bottom. So it's going to be much better at picking up sounds, and the recording length is much improved as well. You can record for a lot longer, and if you put it into the pod and it snaps in magnetically, which is really nice, you can record for even longer because you get a longer battery life. So all the Insta360 Go's will attach magnetically to this pendant. The idea is you put this pendant under your t-shirt and you put your Go over your t-shirt and it holds it magnetically. I went on a scooter ride to get some footage to compare all the cameras, and I mounted the Go 1 on my shirt using this pendant mount. I mounted the Go 2 on my bike helmet using this mount, like so. And I mounted the Go 3 onto this Go 3 mount, and then using this clip I put this on the handlebar. When you mount the Go 3 anywhere, you can use the screen to make sure that it's filming in the orientation you want, and it's actually filming what you want to film. I've got the Go 1 mounted on my chest, and because it's on my chest, it's picking up what I want it to. It's getting a good POV view. But the Go 2, which I mounted on my helmet, with this mount you can move it up and down. What I don't know when I'm filming is that actually the mounts and the way I've mounted it and the way I've angled it isn't particularly good, and I'm actually missing out on lots of things. If I had my time again, I would go back and mount it slightly differently. But the Go 3, I put this on my handlebar. I've used the action pod to check I'm happy with the mounting and I'm happy with the way it's positioned and where it's pointing prior to recording, and I'm actually happiest with this recording. Now, one of the problems with the original Go is it only records 1 minute of footage. Because it's so light, it was quite attractive to FPV drone pilots, and you do have a setting where you can record up to 5 minutes, but you need to be whizzing about on an FPV drone, otherwise it overheats. So I kept it at 1 minute. I should have started recording on the Go 1 last because it has the shortest record time, and it meant I picked up more of the setup of the other cameras than I did of actually going on my scooter. So both the Go 1 and the Go 2 record in 1440p, and they actually record a square image. So for both of these Go's, it records in a square format, which means you can crop in editing. You need to export the footage through your phone or through an app, and you can export in portrait, square, or landscape. And actually for this one, it doesn't matter which orientation you film in, because you can sort it out in editing. Same for this one. You can make minor adjustments in the app. With the Go 3, you can export your footage through the app, or you can connect your camera via USB-C to a computer, and the Go 3 has MP4 files in without needing to do any conversion. So I can record in 2.7K, or I can record in 1440 or 1080. If I record in video, this records standard MP4 files that don't need any exporting or processing, but I can also record in free frame video, which is exactly the same as the Go 2 and the Go 1. It means if I do want to export the footage, I need to run it through an app, but I can do a slight bit of reframing in the app. If I want to record in free frame, I can change the orientation before I start, and I can also do that for video on the Go 3. The Go 3 has many more minor improvements like custom settings, quick switching. So the Go 3 records in 2.7K instead of 1440p. That doesn't make a huge difference in terms of video when you're watching it on things like YouTube. But the biggest improvement on the Go 3 is the fact that you can set your camera and use the screen to check the orientation and check you're happy with it. So many times I've recorded stuff on the Go 2 and I've not been happy with it. Same with the Go 1, simply because I've recorded it, but I've had no way of checking I'm recording the right thing. Also, you can use this as quite a good vlog camera, the Go 3, because you can pull the screen up. So out of the Go 1, the Go 2 and the Go 3, which one am I going to keep? I'm definitely keeping the Go 3, simply because I can check at the time of recording that I'm recording the right thing, and I don't get home and find that actually I'm pointing the camera at the floor, or I'm pointing at the sky, or I've completely missed what I want to record. The Go 3 is definitely a camera you can attach to yourself, you can do live vlogging with, and you can record things really well, and you just stick it on yourself and go. You can easily check that you're recording the right thing, and you can use the Action Pod to start and stop recording. The Go 1 started with an idea. This Go 3 is really the finest execution of that idea. So this one is being kept. Now the Go 1 and the Go 2 both suffer from the same problem, that you can't really check what footage you're recording or see that you're recording the right thing. The quality on the Go 2 is better, but if I'm going to keep the Go 3, actually I can sell this one for a bit more, and I really like the Go 1. Even though it only has a 1 minute record time, I really like it. I think it's really good. I know I'm not going to get a huge amount of money for selling it, so this is strangely the one I'm going to keep. I really like how it just feels like something from another era. But the original Go has a charm that the Go 2 just doesn't have for me, even though the Go 2 is much more improved in a few aspects. So it is sadly the Go 2 that's going to be going.